Hey, welcome to the channel. So towards the back end of last year, I happened to notice that one of the sellers I often use had a small selection of reissued TMNT figures pop up, figures that I'd not seen before. Fast forward roughly 6 months, and I've had this parcel arrive through the door yesterday. Now, in light of Playmates losing the Ninja Turtle license, it may well be that this is one of the final reissue packs we see. In general, these sort of regular line reissues have always been in fairly ordinary packaging, so absolutely blown away by this design. As you can see from the front here, you've got the Ninja Turtles classic logo, contains Anthrax, Scaletail, Worm and Usagi Yojimbo. Interesting actually, because when I initially ordered this, the fourth figure was going to be Chrome Dome, but that has changed since. On the packaging you can see you've got various eras of Ninja Turtles. You've got the comic book here, the coloured version. You've got the classic 90s movie. Got the black and white comic book. If we spin it round, again you've got a mixture. On the back, they've also brought in some of the 2012. Some really cool detail on this. It might be one of my favourite box sets so far. Even the top. On the bottom we can see the 4 classic mutants. Really cool. So yeah, lovely set this. A nice surprise, because I actually ordered all the figures individually, but because I took the whole lot, he's obviously sent me out as a pack. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, here we have our 4 figures. Let's have a look. So we've got Worm, we've got Usagi, we've got Scaletail, and finally Anthrax. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a closer look at these figures, shall we? First up, let's have a look at Anthrax. This was the one that first caught my eye, to be honest, when I saw this next release. I just thought there's so much detail going with this figure. I've never actually seen the original toy. I do have the NECA figure in the collection, but I really wanted to get the Playmates version, and of course lovely to have it complete with accessories as well. Yeah, this is a really lovely figure. I like the fact they've continued that theme of personalising all the packaging. So you've got Anthrax up here and some more artwork down the side. You can see that. On the back you've got his description, and obviously the cross sell with all the other figures. Now Usagi Yojimbo was a bit of a surprise really to me. So this wasn't one of the figures that initially were included with this bundle of 4. I had ordered Chrome Dome, but for whatever reason this has been bundled in with the others. You can tell it's different as well, because this is the only one that has Usagi shown on the back. The other 3 don't include him, so this was obviously a later release. Again, some really cool artwork. You've got at the top corner, on the side. Unfortunately mine's got a bit of a dink here, which is a shame, but not the end of the world. And yeah, again, nice to have him with all of his accessories. This is a figure I don't actually own. Not that tricky to come across, but nice to have one carded at a nice price. And again, obviously on the back you've got description. Very cool. So behind him we've got Worm. This is another figure that I've never seen the original version of. I don't own it loose. And if I'm honest, I didn't really know much about this character at all until I saw this reissue. But I really like the design. Again, you've got some fantastic accessories with it. Again, some more really cool artwork. Yeah, And there you go on the back. And finally, we've got Scale Tail. This certainly wasn't one of the figures that I remember from the original cartoon. I'd perhaps given up watching it by the time this guy was introduced. But again, some fantastic artwork. Really cool figure this. Great sculpt, lots of good colours. And again, some really excellent accessories and weapons. There's the description on the back. So yeah, really nice bundle these. I'm very curious to see if Playmates decide to push out any more of these classic sort of reissue figures. I've tried to pick up as many of these as I can do over the last couple of years. I've got no interest in paying massive amounts of money for 20, 30-year-old carded figures. But if I can pick up something carded for under 20 quid, then I think that's excellent value. And if you actually want to open these up and display them loose, nice to have them complete with loads of accessories. Really would display well either way. So there we go. Just a quick video this week to show you this fantastic box set that's arrived. The total cost for this lot was this much. That equates to $18.99 per figure. It's a little bit more than I want to pay, but I think in this instance, with Playmates now bowing out of Ninja Turtles after all these years, this may be the last opportunity to pick up some of these classic figures on the cards. So really, really pleased with this set. If you can find them for sale, I definitely recommend it. Not easy to find in the UK. This lot came from The Whole Shebang, which is a site I've mentioned before. Thank you ever so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a fantastic week and look forward to seeing you for our next update. Until then, take it easy.